Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Varun Rodrigues and I sail as third engineer on all tanker vessels. So this video is going to be as to what merchant navy really is. So let's not waste any further time and just get into it. Starting out by what merchant navy really is. It's basically you're carrying cargo from point A to point B, but instead of trucks or any other means of transport, you're using ships. So ships can be further classified. You have different kinds of ship. One being the oil tankers, which carry bulk of oil, crude oil namely, or any other products of oil. And then you have chemical tankers. So chemical tankers, they carry chemicals as the name suggests. And then you have gas carriers, further classified as LNG, LPG. And then you have the general cargo vessels. So general cargo vessels are bulk carrier vessels and container vessels. So bulk carriers are they carry cargoes in bulk, as the name suggests. So it basically means carrying iron ore, food grains, or any other stuff in bulk. And the other one being container vessels. So containers, as the name suggests, they carry containers, and in this containers you get all kinds of stuff. You have frozen containers where you have frozen meat products or any other frozen any other livestock or something like that. And in containers they also carry electronic goods and other service and clothing or etc. So basically whatever you have right now in your hand, if it is exported from outside, it has come from that route. So these vessels, they come into port, and then there are further these cargoes and all, they get offloaded from the vessels, and then in the end they reach out to the end customer, that is you. So this is what merchant navy is. So merchant navy people who say they belong to merchant navy, they basically work on such type of vessels. So now I'll just give you a brief description as to what are the different departments in merchant navy and what the structure of the hierarchy is. So namely, there are two: deck and engine side. So as my name suggests, I'm third engineer, so I'm basically from engine side. So in deck department you have the cadet, namely the deck cadet, who then gives out exams and then progresses on to become third officer, and then second officer, chief officer, and finally captain, or also called as the master of the vessel. And then comes the engine side. So in engine side you have engine cadet, junior engineer, who then progresses on to become fourth engineer, third engineer, that is my rank, and then you become second engineer, and then chief engineer. So chief engineer is the overall head of the engine department, and he is responsible for each and every machinery that is there on board. And by on board I mean on the ship. So besides these two departments, namely the deck and engine, you have ratings on board. So ratings are there both in engine side and on deck side. On the deck side they are known as able-bodied seaman, OS, that is ordinary seaman, then the bosun, who is the most experienced guy, and on oil tankers you have pumpy, which is a short form for pumpman, and then in the engine side you have oilers, wipers, and then the fitter. The fitter is the most experienced guy, and he's probably the guy who does all the machining work, and he's and the welding also. So he's like a certified person who knows all these kinds of job. And then you have the chief cook and the GS. So GS is basically responsible, or what the job that he does is to clean the cabins and to maintain cleanliness in the ship, and then also assist the chief cook with the cooking part of it. Chief cook being, as the name suggests, he's the cook on board. So some vessels have more than one cook. It depends on what kind of nationalities are there on board. So if there are too many nationalities, you've got to have a helping hand. So that's why more than one cook on board. So yeah, that's what it is. So this is just a brief description. It's a vast thing. This is just one part of it. And merchant navy has many other branches. You go on to become superintendent, technical superintendents, class surveyors, cargo surveyors, and many other things. The list is endless. So someone who's new to merchant navy, this is what the basic hierarchy is. So if you plan on to become or you want to join merchant navy, this is what it is. This is how you graduate. You have to decide whether deck side or engine side. So that's what it is. And with that being said, the next video which I plan to make is basically the different routes of which you can get into merchant navy. So that's something what I'm planning. So if you're interested, you can tune into this channel, and you can subscribe as well. And if you like the video, you can share it with your friends who might find it helpful. And that's it. If you have any suggestions or any questions that you might have, you can post them in the comment section, and I'll be happy to answer them. And also, I like to clear that the purpose behind making this video is that I get a lot of questions on LinkedIn regarding this, and many people who are dicey about joining this field, or many cadets also who are already got into the field and have some queries. So this series of videos is basically to help them out. So that's what it is. So if you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye.